Yo, what's up? What's up? Welcome to Her Game Network, episode, what's this, 13? Yeah?
13. 13. I think so.
I'm Jazz. I got Tree and Millie with me. What's up? What's poppin'? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Because, we had, like a week and a half?
Yeah.
Has it been? Yeah,
Yeah.
it felt like a
Yeah.
while.
That's a lot.
Felt like a while.
It did feel like a while.
Missed y'all.
Right, like we all be in a group chat.
Yeah.
Oh, man. No, we got some stuff to get into.
Yeah.
Been a lot happening that week.
It's been a lot happening. The Aces and Seattle. Then you have the Sparks and the Dream, Chicago. Yeah, we. It was a lot of games.
It's been, listen, you just named plenty teams. Let's just talk about who
I
y'all think
did.
is performing the best right now. Who's the top performing team right now? Like, name your top two, just two. Name your top two off bat. Top two, I'm going to say best. I'm honestly, which is crazy, wasn't expecting it. Mercury, they're performing pretty stellar. I think they're like on a 3 game winning streak. I'm gonna have to go with honestly, even though Seattle just lost to Minnesota, I was not expecting Seattle to come out the way that they've been coming out. I'm not talking about standing wise, like you know what I mean, wins and losses.
Yeah.
I just
Actually,
so I'm gonna go with Mercury, right? Hey, can I do three? Cause okay, so I'm gonna say Washington, Mercury, and Seattle.
Okay. And I do have Mercury myself because to me they was a team that I wasn't expecting to come and show out like they are. Seattle is also another team too, so I'm with you there. And of course, you know how y'all know how I feel about Washington. So I'm actually in agreement with you this time.
Yeah.
This time.
this time.
This time. This time.
I I had to, I had to double check the schedule just because I didn't want to miss nobody and my app wasn't loading. So let me make sure.
You can even throw Atlanta in there too if you want to.
You can, but we
I
said
know.
top
I
three.
know.
Y'all use y'all. Y'all use y'all. See, that's why I'm doing my due diligence first. I don't want to misspeak. Let me see. Let me see.
Without looking at the out at their record as of right now, because if that's the case, it's
Yeah.
Minnesota, New York, and then Phoenix.
I'm about to say, to be fair, I'm not looking at the records. I'm just looking at the schedule to see. I'm just looking at the schedule. I'm not going by the records. Okay. Top performers, though. Top performers. I mean, I was already going to have, I was going to include
Mhm.
New York Liberty and Minnesota. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. New York Liberty and Minnesota. Yeah, they're doing well.
You gotta listen to one. You done
I
did
know, I
two.
know. My other one, see,
I
that's
feel like
tough.
she going off
She
records. I feel
definitely.
like she going off.
No, I'm not going out. I'm not going out. I say them because, well, I mean, their record is part of it because they're performing. Actually, that being said, you know what?
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm gonna say New York, and everybody cherished this moment. But I'm putting New York in there. Minnesota was actually only in there for their record, so yes, you're right. But I got New
Okay.
York top performers like over like we gotta you gotta have Washington in there.
For sure.
Got work. I'm torn. I hear what y'all saying. So actually, no, that's why I have Minnesota because I do think y'all have some other valid teams in there with Phoenix and with Seattle. I actually thought Seattle would be doing even better though.
You think so?
So no, facts. I had high hopes for them. They got
Okay.
I
I
I had
had
high
very
hopes for them.
low.
A lot of people did. A lot of people did.
Mine wasn't. It's not low. It was like at least top five. I had them at least top. Cause
Yeah, exactly. People had them missing playoffs.
no, no.
I seen a couple of that.
You got
I seen that.
That's
Skylar.
right.
You got Skylar the Diggins, and then you got
Well,
Nika.
they don't
You
know.
got
They don't know
Gabby.
though. They only know SDS. They don't know Skylar Diggins. They only know SDS, which should be enough though.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this real quick. Who do y'all think will get their first loss between Minnesota and New York? Because Minnesota's 5-0 and New York is 4-0, and New York is actually paying the Valkyries right now as we speak.
I think
Uh,
New York
but
gonna lose
everything
tonight.
You think they're gonna lose against the Valkyries tonight?
Yeah. Reason why I say that is because one thing's for certain, two things for sure. One thing about the WNBA, a lot of the not really in the NBA, but a lot of the times everybody underestimates the underdog. We gonna go in this game, we gonna fly by. They played the first game, of course, New York Liberty blew the Valkyries out by what 30 or something like that, something crazy. But now you can, as you see, I don't know what the score is now, but I know at
It's
halftime they was neck and neck.
it's 40-42. New York is up.
Say
Somebody happy.
that's too close for comfort for me to be a I feel like halftime we should have been at least up by 15 by the end of the a game you done 30-40 ball them.
And Valkyries just scored, so it's back tie game.
There we go. I was waiting on that. I'm on the website, so it's ahead. I was like, oh, it's actually time, but high game right now. Who I think is going to get the first loss
Yeah.
out of them two? I do think they might. I do. Yeah, I think New York. Yeah, I think New York. Yeah, Lynx play Phoenix tomorrow. New York.
I'm with it.
I don't think that's indicative of what people think it might be indicative of, but it's first loss.
So who you said play tomorrow? New York?
New York. I mean Minnesota and Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got we got a lot of games tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
See, and that's a problem for me because a lot of these games are at the same time, and y'all want us to have the WNBA to have views, and it's like we fighting to pick a game to watch. And now this game has more views than this one over here, and this is because it's the same time as
Well,
the other one.
one was more. Yeah, one was more accessible. Yeah,
They're
I don't.
they're literally I don't like how they stack games. I think what it was the other was it yesterday where they stacked games. It was like every game came on at like 5 o'clock.
Yesterday. It was Tuesday.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, the only game that came on was Fever
Yeah,
versus
yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah.
one game yesterday. Day before, 10 teams out of 13 played.
and they stacked the games. It was like all at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm like, bro, I don't
Like,
know
come on, guys.
Yeah, and
That's
it's like
why I feel like the viewership things and the rhetoric around that got to be viewed with the right lens. It's like if things are more accessible, yes, people are going to interact with them. So until I see like something more level and like more equality around the teams that are accessible, then I feel like you can actually compare viewership. I'm not saying to negate it, but it can't be really compared right now because different teams got more access.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I digress.
All right, so we talked a little bit about the teams, man, right? And we know that the players make up the teams. So name me two players without saying the player of the week, right? Which is what was Natasha Cloud and Nafisa.
And the piece.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So without naming those two, who are two players that has stood out since opening week?
Brittany.
Sykes.
I'm Sykes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who the other? Who the other one?
I'm gonna go
Wait, two each, right?
Yeah.
two each.
Okay.
Two each.
Oh, my second one. Oh, my second one.
I thought she was letting everybody go first. Okay.
Oh, go ahead. We can do one. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna say
Yes.
my girl Kiki.
Okay. Yep. That was. Hey, look, that was my second one.
I know, right? That's why I like that we going like draft style. I like that. Okay. All right. So with you saying that, I gotta go with. If I say this one though, is y'all gonna take my other one? Probably not. If you're gonna say Kiki, I gotta go with Sonya Citron.
Y'all are tripping.
I just didn't want y'all to get it first. Hey, Sonya getting to it. I'm not surprised. Let's be clear. I'm not surprised to get into it. Amazing. Second player.
This is a hard pick because it's a toss up, right?
Mhm.
But I'm gonna stay on the rookie train, and I'm gonna go Pop Out.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go veteran train,
All right.
and I'm gonna say Alicia.
All right. Y'all got some. Okay.
We gotta do one more.
All right.
We gotta do one more because they.
We got it. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Can we please have 3? Thank you. Thank you. Cause we gonna do 3, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna stay on my rookie train for this one. Tanaya Rivers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Forget the record. Tanaya
Yeah.
Rivers.
Ever since she came back, you feel what I'm saying? Her personal dealings, with losing her mom and everything. Shorty, she like I'm here, I'm supposed to be here, I'm balling.
Which makes it even more impressive because that's the thing. I think that makes it even to me more impressive because like I thought her ceiling was high coming in. I thought she was gonna do some dope things, but for her to
Yeah.
already be performing how she's performing, considering what she's been dealing with the past few weeks, it's
Yeah.
I gotta shout that out. All
Yeah.
right, round three, bonus round. What we
The
got?
bonus round. I can go next.
So I'm gonna throw another one out there, and I'm gonna say Brittany Griner. Right? Brittany Griner has always triumphed through every career every year she's been in the WNBA. But specifically, you can tell that she is a different woman in Atlanta. Like
Oh, shit.
it just seems like a breath of fresh air. I'm not saying that she, wasn't feeling like that. You feel what I'm saying? Playing with, Tarasi and all that stuff like that. But at the end of the day,
Yeah, it's like a whole new it's like a whole new chapter, maybe even a whole new book. Like it's like she turned the page completely.
she she's definitely like turned. I could just tell, like, bro, after every game, she's literally the almost the player of the game, right? Like she dominates. Like she be having her way, especially in that paint. So that's my third.
That's
Facts,
cute.
fact. You want me to go next, Jazz? Since I went.
But I'm gonna have to go with the queen herself because she's leading the team in every single category. Again, every single category, every single one. So yes, 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 yes,
Number
ma'am,
one.
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Agent.
Hey, I ain't gonna cap. I'm letting everybody sleep on them. All right, I can already see where people at with it. I'm letting it happen. It's gonna be a beautiful sight when they're all wrong. But facts. She is leading the team in everything. All right, cool. Who I had? Oh yeah, got it. Cool, because I was gonna go with her. I'm gonna go with a vet since I had two rooks, and this one similar. But I'm gonna go with a vet since I had two rooks, and it's a nice segue. I'm going with KP.
See, I had KP over Pow Pow at first, and I was like, let me go with a rookie. So
That's the
I
plum
agree.
been going.
Yeah, she been going crazy.
Okay. Okay. So KP. No, I'm just saying.
I
No,
would say
she kind of
she latched.
got. I'm fake hating though, because you know what I'm saying. They just played the Chicago Sky, and when I say Shorty was shoot, we had
Bruh,
nothing
Y'all had no
for
answer
her.
for
nothing,
it.
nothing,
Zero.
no answer. There was zero answers. She
There
was
was
in
nothing.
full bag. I was like, oh, I was so happy to be there in person to see that because that was crazy. I
Yeah,
had to be against that team, but it was crazy. It was a
Yeah,
sight to see,
yeah.
man.
no answer.
So boom, okay. Since we
That's right.
talking about these stars that is on the rise, and we talking about the greatness that we're seeing, y'all, to top it off, what y'all got for the MVP? You got to pick right now. I don't care that we only 5 games in of the season, 6 games in. MVP right now, because we got to come back to this episode. What this is
13.
13,
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
episode
We're done with that.
13. Check out our MVP candidates, right? We'll put somebody on the spot though. Where you gotta go first?
Well, first, you, me. All right. Forget it. I don't care. I don't share my game. I'm going with the MV3. She better make history and get that forward point. I don't care what it look. I don't care. Asia Wilson.
Oh, I guess I gotta pick
Talk,
somebody else.
talk to.
Coming in first came in handy for once.
All right, bet. Because that's who I was gonna go with. But I'm a go with KP. If KP keep having the season that she's having, I got KP going MVP.
There was anybody else.
Yep.
No shade. No
Yep.
shade.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
That would be.
I got faith in KP.
Yeah.
I
That
got
would be so. Oh,
I got faith in
that would be so
KP. I want her to win that. She deserved that.
dope.
Unfortunately, I don't think either one of y'all picks is gonna get it. I think
That's cute.
I know where this is going.
Why she say injuries?
I would have been like, not too much. Not too much. Not too much of my cover girl. Not
No,
too much.
no, that was respectfully.
no,
Okay, all right. Here's my.
but nah. MVP is gonna be Fee. MVP. You hear me? MVP. She getting it this year. She gonna have
See, I was gonna pick her too, but I didn't want to.
I know one of
it.
y'all would. So
I didn't want to
And
pick her. It was too
I don't
easy.
want to.
Yeah, it was a too easy choice.
Damn
I got to give it to somebody who's not even being thought about right now.
Wait, what was that? Because you're right. Not being thought about. Oh, KP. Dang.
all right, cause you was just talking mad crazy about Angel Reese, bruh.
No, I
Because I
wasn't.
mean,
I wasn't though. I just
you
said
talk, yeah, now you
because I know how you feel about your team and your players, so I just assume.
nah no, but what she is She is gonna do. She gonna break some more records though. I can see that, and she is gonna be the leading rebounder of this season.
And she's number
Period.
one
Point
right
blank.
now, right?
Yeah,
I
she
think on my
gonna she
last
gonna
check,
set.
she was number one.
Yeah, she averaged 13.1
She
rebounds
at
a game.
14 right now. She at 14, which mind you, when
Crazy
she
work.
averaged 13.1 last season, nobody had ever averaged 13. So now she's number one and two on the ever. It's not the whole season. She's averaging 14. Nobody's done that before, ever.
She
Crazy.
balling. I think she got what tonight. She already got 6 rebounds a week. Almost 7 rebounds a
But
week.
it
In the
ain't
second.
even halftime.
Exactly.
Crazy work.
She rebounding
It's
shorty.
not
She rebounding.
halftime.
There we go.
What's the score? What's the score?
26,
36,
30.
26.
It's
Oh, she just said Dallas 26.
But yeah,
Sky.
but who think? Wait though, wait, because we had to do this MVP on the spot thing.
right.
And I think we got like 2, 3 extra minutes. Free agency. Sorry, this is completely off the wall, but free agency, best worst move, or who y'all think made the y'all can pick team wise. Who y'all think made the best moves? Free agency and including draft.
That's
And then who
easy.
y'all think made the worst?
The worst is
Washington.
Chicago.
Yeah, no, okay, but that was about to be too cool. We're in consensus. Put up Washington. Went to work.
Yeah,
Chicago.
Washington
Bad.
8.
Washington 8.
Chicago worst. Chicago top. I mean, my bad. Chicago is the worst. Washington is the top. And then I can kind of say, I don't know. It's something about. No, yep, that's it. Never mind.
Okay, let me ask you this. Since we on Chicago, how do you feel? Not fan you. Take fan you out right now. How do you?
100% at this point.
They on the sideline. Fans is on the sidelines.
How do you feel? And what do you think they should change, or like what you think they should do differently as of right now? To because they what 0-4 right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly speaking, I feel like I know this is a new coach, but I feel like with him coming from such a spectacular team in which he is coming from the Aces, I feel like because I don't want to be that person because we all said give Teaspoon grace, but Teaspoon started off better.
They had a player though.
Yes, they did have Kennedy Carter. That's 100%. We all remember that Kennedy Carter didn't start in the beginnings.
This is very true.
So she was coming off the bench, so she was adding bench points. So I think they meshed well. The rotations meshed a little bit well together. I feel like him not playing a Haley Van Lift as much. I feel like she is. I mean, we seen it at TCU. She dominated at TCU. Like she knows how to drive. To the paint. She has that. She's a little bit quicker, a little bit faster than of course Van Sleuth, but I would like to see better coaching. But I also want to see better playing because we were up by 16 against Mercury and there's no reason why we should have lost that game. Now, I don't like the fact that he took AA out, Ariel Atkins out, and she had 19 first half points. And in the third quarter he played her like a minute or something like that. So for me, I feel like we need better coaching. With them having that league, it seemed like they got comfortable. It seemed like they got, a little bit stagnant and, making those rebounds as being as dominant on defense. That's my take.
Okay, I see.
I'll say valid points all the way around. You say what was the question? What they want? What to change?
Yeah. Okay. So for you, what about like Dallas wise? What do you think needs to happen in Dallas?
That's my second team. I'm coming on them. I'm sorry.
All
This
fan,
is sorry.
fan.
I know, but I had okay. I'm sorry. I just had so much to say about that team. But you're right. My bad. You got it. Wings got it. Got so much to say about the Sky Lord.
I know you do.
That's probably why you asked me about the wings.
Yeah,
Got it. Yep. Go ahead. Write that time down.
I
Cut that
did.
out. Thank you. Woo. All right. Go ahead. My bad.
All right. So the Dallas. How you feeling about Dallas? Because
All
they
right.
they they 1-4 right now.
True. As far as Dallas goes, I honestly feel like Dallas has all the pieces. They got all the pieces they need to complete the puzzle. It's a matter of when and how well those pieces gonna go together. They got everything that they need on that roster to excel. That is my complete objective, unbiased opinion. I think that also, yeah, sometimes the rotations and stuff like, and I try to not question things like that. But sometimes it's just absurd because in the game against Minnesota, for instance, very close game. They really could have won that game. I don't think Isaiah James played at all, which was crazy because that's the what she'd be a nightmare for Minnesota. I just don't. I haven't. I feel like I haven't seen a lot to counteract that. Which is like, okay, yeah, work on this and this to improve those weaknesses, but you also got answers right now too.
Yeah.
You know, was Zaza got in the game? She finally got in the game, and she what in 5 minutes and 34 seconds she had 9 points, 100% field goal percentage, 100% from three, 100% from the free throw, and you put her right back on that bench.
It's peace.
I'm just saying they have every piece that they need. They have everything on that roster. It's a beautiful roster.
So since you asked about the sky, you asked about that.
Let's get
Now
into it.
come from a fan perspective, how do you feel the Aces can fix what they got going on? Because not saying that the Aces is having some type of failing season. No, would never say that. Of course not. Why would I say that? They're not having a failing season, but they're 50%
They
on the
are.
year.
They are. They have the pieces there, right? I mean, we are missing Meg, we're missing Cheyenne also. I just expect more from certain players. I know a lot of the new players are getting used to the offense and all that stuff, and that's going to take time, right? But at the same time, it's like you guys have a job to do. The mission is the mission. I would like to see the bench come in more this season and have that trust with the bench because this bench is actually loaded to the point where that whole starting five can sit out and the bench can actually go in and get stuff done. So I mean, as long as they can get back to playing Aces basketball, they can get back on top easy. But they have a lot of work to do.
Okay.
They got a lot of work to do. Of course, it's still early for all of our like we'll be saying things could turn around in a heartbeat or things could get worse. But nah, they got a lot. They got a lot to figure out. Is we need everybody to show up and play their part. Like
Yeah.
the last game against Seattle, Kia only had 4 rebounds. It was in 17 minutes.
Yeah. I agree. I like that.
Chelsea
I
was
will.
look. Chelsea was 2 for 7. Like I can go.
You know,
I can go.
I will say I think that this year it kind of feels like the NCAA the women's college season this year where it's like because so much can change. It's such a long season left, and
Yeah.
so much can change. There's a lot of parity. I'll put it like that because anybody can lose, and it's usually like that because the doubles are really good. It's the hardest league to make, but I feel like even more this year, a lot of parity.
Hmm.
And a lot of anybody can win on any night. And I feel
Yeah.
like when we get to the end of the season and we look back, we're gonna be like, yo, this team, this it's gonna be a few teams that completely turned it around. It's
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the other team too, just the Sparks too alone. The game they played, what was it last night they played?
What's that last
Or
night?
was it last night? Man, these days.
No, it was only one game last night. It was
The night
this
before it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday, my bad, when they played Atlanta. This week is this week. I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
But
And not to mention Monday was a holiday. So.
yeah.
exactly.
But that game was a close game. That was actually a really good game. But they just came up short. They was playing a little too late. Like they showed up a little too late. But it was like Atlanta had an answer for everything in the fourth quarter. It was like Sparks make a basket. They like, yeah, we gonna hit this three though.
Yeah.
So no, go ahead.
No. No. Go ahead.
I'm
Go
done.
ahead.
I'm done.
Finish.
I'm finished.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
No, I'm finished. It's okay.
No. He was literally just talking about matchups, right?
Yeah.
We just talked about how tomorrow is stacked with what game? A ton of games. What is what? 5 games tomorrow again.
So 30, yeah.
Two come on at the same time. 3 come on at the same time.
Yeah, it's like
Speaking of matchups, what is 2 to 3 matchups you're looking forward to? Either today, tomorrow, what Saturday this weekend?
The Washington and Liberty game is gonna be good.
Yes, yes, yes,
I'm excited. I wish I was in town for this game, but the Sparks and the Aces game. Just because KP's coming back,
Yeah,
and that's going to be a good game. I wish I was going to be at that game.
yeah,
But the Dream and the Storm, though.
yeah. That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
That is gonna be good.
What about
That is it's gonna be a whole lot of scoring in that game. A whole lot of scoring. I can see it.
yeah, Kobe versus Kobe?
Can't even.
Exactly. Nah,
Somebody just
so
asked me. Somebody came to me talking about who was the shooter for the store. Talking about they ain't got no scores. I was like, bro, what? Get off my
right.
bitches.
So y'all not know who Skylar Diggins
I
is?
said, I said Skylar Diggins and Gabby because the
And
conversation wasn't even
Gabby.
about them. I said
Yeah.
Skylar Diggins, Gabby Williams. She said, "What? Don't ever say that again."
Yeah,
Don't.
no,
All right, bro.
shorty's sweet.
I'm saying,
Tweaking, bro.
I'm saying you must not be familiar. I'm gonna need you to go roll the tape.
Well, to be fair, it started with that AC should be starting, and I said who should replace her, and then they named 2 point guards.
Oh,
No,
Yeah, no.
I like AC starting.
Hello.
yeah.
Also, what a point. She's not a point guard. Yeah, exactly. We know why AC started. But back on my bad. I digress again.
What's the players to
Good matchup.
watch? Who y'all watching this week?
Um,
What players?
we need to finish our matchups
Oh,
though.
I
I'm about
thought
to
we
say
did. Oh, my bad. I'm ahead of the curve.
you're finished.
She did her
Hey,
matchup. She like y'all
Yeah, I
matchups.
thought we were done. Dang. I found a network one time, and you just no.
oh, look, my bad. Y'all was in agreement with me, so it threw me off. It's 65. It's 65-65 with the Liberty and Valkyries right now.
That's
I
crazy.
told. Listen. I said y'all heard it here first. Y'all heard it here first.
It's the fourth
I'm not
quarter.
playing this other game over. I'm
5 minutes left.
That was a
Let's
crazy fall.
go.
I will say all 5 games tomorrow, all 5 games should be like great matchups. Like looking at who's going against who, these should be really good games all the way around. This is probably a hot take, unpopular opinion. I think Connecticut can get their first win. I'm just saying, huh?
Well, no, I think they will too.
I think they can.
Is
I
it
think
is
they
it
can.
because CC not playing?
That's what if it happens, they're gonna say it's totally because Caitlin's not playing. But
Because
no, I
Cleveland's
just think
playing.
that's
But
what they're
no.
gonna say. If Connecticut wins, they're gonna say it's because Caitlin isn't playing, but that's not why I feel that way. Like
Yeah.
it's not. I promise it's not. I mean, Connecticut got some. They got some pieces, and they slowly like coming together. Sanaya's tired of losing.
They all
Facts.
And
tired of
hopefully we see
losing.
more Nisa minutes.
I said they all tired of
Yeah, I'm not
losing.
sure. They're tired of losing. I hopefully they did drop their no, Lindsay Allen's still out. Marina is questionable. Hopefully we get to see more Anissa minutes. I just think that they have some weapons because okay, yeah, we can say the missing Caitlyn. I think the part of Caitlyn being out that people are overlooking is they gotta adjust because they did all this working on accommodating her style of play. Now y'all gotta adjust to a different style. So that's gonna be a good one. Liberty and Washington is gonna be great because I'm sure everybody's expecting New York to win. But in Washington, girl, Washington ain't no joke. Like you said, KP coming home, it's gonna be great. That's gonna be lovely, just nostalgic. And yeah, some great matchups. Some great matchups.
Facts. I agree with that take for Connecticut and Indiana. Only because Connecticut, if y'all watch the games, Connecticut has played really close games. Now all of their games have been blowouts. There's been opportunities for them to close out game. Hence when they were just playing Minnesota. Minnesota was
Right.
on the verge of
Hello.
losing a couple times, honestly, and they pulled through, which makes them be a relentless team. Like no matter how much they down, they came back. Because I think at one point they were down to Connecticut by like 22 or something astronomical like that. I was like, wait, who playing? For me, I actually view with that take. My
Yeah.
matchups that I'm looking forward to, I'm gonna say is I'm actually gonna jump to Sunday because I'm really looking forward to the Aces versus Seattle.
Yeah, we gotta run that one back.
I think that's gonna be a really, really great game.
Where they playing that one? Is that in
And then
Vegas? I can
Minnesota
check.
and Phoenix. Minnesota and Phoenix. I think that that's gonna be a good
That's gonna be a
game.
good game.
Those are the two matchups that you know what I'm saying, definitely looking forward to catching.
Commissioner's Cup too.
Yeah, that's a Commissioner Cup
Okay.
weekend, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's this
Commissioner
Sunday.
Cup. Yeah, it starts that
Commissioner
Sunday.
I
Cup.
thought it started on the
Oh yeah.
third. It
It's
started on,
Sunday.
I thought it
On the
started on
first.
Sunday.
Yep.
It started on the
That's the
first.
first game. Yep.
Wait.
Right?
Saturday we get yeah, no. That's
It
on
starts Sunday,
Saturday we
right?
got another yeah, that's on Sunday. I'm saying Saturday we have another day of just one game and it's also
Yeah,
Chicago and Dallas.
versus Dallas. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
it'd be interesting. Yeah, I think Yeah, you said on Sunday, Minnesota Phoenix. That should be good. Oh yeah, I think.
So we kind of went through our hot takes. We talked about the week, not hot takes. I take that back. We talked about previous matchups. We talked about the players that we feel. We talked about them. I'm telling y'all, come back to them MVP candidates. I said here first. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all bold takes? I'm not even gonna say for the week. I'm gonna say for the season. What are y'all bold take for this season? I'm gonna say something crazy. Y'all gonna tweak out. But
Pop it
just
off
one,
then. Pop it hot take.
Yeah, your hot takes. No,
Hey, you
my
about to
hot
say
take. My hot take of the season, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Catch.
I'm scared.
I'm
Steady.
nervous.
I'm so scared.
I'm nervous.
Right. In the semifinals, yo, catch Fever versus the Sky. Straight up. Fever
Okay.
versus Sky.
Okay. Okay. That's cute.
You want to elaborate or not?
Nah, I'm gonna just take to sizzle.
Hey, that's cool too. Okay, that's a good one.
All right.
Mark that words. Okay, we're gonna remember that. Jazz, what you got? I don't really last a lot. Jazz, what you
Now
got?
you put me. Mine is actually more wild. Nah, I don't think it's that wild. But all right. Wild take, crazy take. This is the fan inside of me. But Aces is getting a shit. Yeah, they don't get they third.
Yeah, nah, that's the fan inside you. No, I'm just fine. I'm just
Say, but realistically, nah.
I got okay. Let's see. Ooh, is this a hot take? It's not the common consensus right now amongst people. I kind of got two that kind of contradict, kind of, but not really. So I'm gonna say Liberty not repeating. They're not repeating. A lot of people are saying that they look like a repeat team, and they might right now. I feel like Liberty they have a tendency to. I think they're gonna be good all season, but that's the thing. They're gonna be the same though all season. While other teams, not all teams, but other teams get better. Okay. So we already know what they packing. We already know what they're gonna do. And they're gonna keep doing that because it's working. So I don't think they're gonna repeat. My other one that kind of contradicts but doesn't really is that we will see. It also goes along with Jazz. I think we're gonna get Vegas, New York in a championship again.
Anything on you think it's gonna be them too? Okay.
I think it's gonna happen somehow. And no, because nobody's gonna expect that. I think that that's gonna happen.
Okay. Okay. Since we on this topic really quick, because this is one that people really don't talk about. By the way, it is 76, a minute left. Golden State is up.
They
But
really trying to make me switch back to this game.
most improved player. Most people don't talk about most improved player before we get up out of here. Most improved player.
we don't. A lot of people don't talk about that.
Who y'all think getting that award this year?
Natasha Cloud.
I'm with that. Although I will disclaimer, I don't like having these types of conversations this early.
No,
But
we
like
gotta.
Millie said, it's cool to have it, amongst y'all, and then we can revisit and see
We
how right
always
or
gotta
wrong we
be
were.
busy, you know?
Yeah, and just when I see it happening so much, like and it's like, why are y'all giving out awards already? But for fun conversation, I got to pick somebody else because that's my vote too. T Cloud. Do I have to pick somebody else?
That's rocking with
That's what. All right.
I think T
Give
Cloud.
me, give me, give me Z. Give me Azure.
Good one. Good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
she going crazy. She
Yeah.
going crazy.
Like that.
No, Shorty's really buff. That's the craziest part.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me Z. It's tie game,
Nice.
guys. It's a tie game.
I got it on my laptop now.
Yeah. Uh,
Beautiful.
Stewie at the free throw line. Liberty's
All
back
right, we
up.
got time for a random fun game.
I mean,
You
Just real
said,
quick, it's just a one quick question for y'all since we doing the awards and stuff.
yeah.
If you could make one trade right now in the league, forget cap space, ain't no money, none of that, and forget all of that. If you could make one trade right now, what would it be?
A trade.
to bring Deja Kelly to the league. I know it ain't a trade.
She said, forget a trade. I want to sign.
Hey, I'm with it
What
though.
team?
I
What
want to
team?
sign Deja to Chicago.
I ain't gonna lie. I like that.
So who you trading to unsigned?
The whole roster.
So I mean,
I'm playing. I'm
signing Deja Kelly and waive somebody. Okay,
signing Deja Kelly away with somebody. I'm not gonna say who
gotcha.
because all of our players
Respect.
are amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's what you got. What you got?
I would put Deja. I'm with that though. That's one player I felt like that shouldn't have got cut. But trade wise. Now after sitting and thinking, I wouldn't move nobody now. So that's the funny part. I will only bring people in
Yeah.
because I
Like
like.
everybody, most people, most teams that they max, so you would have to take somebody out. But we're not doing that over here. Like everybody earned their job. So, but
Yeah, I would bring
okay.
somebody in. I wouldn't trade nobody because I honestly, the only team I would like to fix would be Connecticut and Chicago.
What like position or archetype for Connecticut
Connecticut need another vet
position?
guard.
Like a yeah.
They need
Wait,
it.
who's running? Oh, because okay, LA's out. Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. I will say because I don't even typically entertain those conversations myself. I really hate when people be doing that trade this person for this person. I'll be like, bro, that sounds crazy. However, my bro, he knows his stuff. You know, he knows women basketball as well as men. We go to women's games together and stuff like that. And he texts me with this crazy idea. And I was like, dang, kind of got some sense to it.
Trades.
It was trading Angel, which again we know that's not happening, but Angel and Haley, nail it, plus a couple picks, pick or two, pick swap, something like that, to Dallas for Enrique.
Hey, I saw somebody say some crazy mess about something like that on Threads, and I was just like, huh? Oh,
The
y'all.
thing was me, I posted a screenshot of the message and I was like, I usually
Okay.
hate this, but I kind of like this. Just hypothetically, like if we playing 2K or something, it's like, you know what? I can see where you're going with that.
Nah, nah,
No,
nah.
no,
That won't work. Nah, that won't
Mm-mm.
work. I
entertain.
just had to. I don't know if y'all saw me go somewhere, but I went
I
somewhere.
did. I saw y'all both. Help me out. Come on.
I'm not seeing how that's beneficial to either team.
Yeah, that
How?
won't.
Why not? Why not?
Well, here's the thing. I guess for Dallas, they'll have a rebounder in the sense because I think they're like in rebounds. I think they're like almost last rebounding wise and second chance plays and stuff like that. Offensive rebounds, but I'm not. And then what is that gonna do? What is okay? And Enrique, we know she's an amazing player, but who's gonna play?
Who's gonna help her? She has no. At
Yeah,
that, the Cardoso. Respectfully for the.
she's had a phenomenal game today. She had 12 points in the first quarter.
But
She
that's
had
what
a
I'm
phenomenal.
saying. Cause you play her right, she's gonna ball. But
Fact.
who like? Don't get me wrong. Chicago got some really good players on their team. It's just a matter of who's gonna. It's just a matter of who's gonna mesh with them. But Enrique is not gonna work there.
Your answer sounded a lot like I just don't like it.
No, I mean, ideally, who is what? No. It just
It's insane. That's why we're discussing it though. It's insane. But y'all ain't giving me yo. Come on, give me something to work with. What's
Okay.
the answer? Cause
who's gonna
Who?
score
for which team?
besides
Dallas.
Enrique?
For which team?
Oh, for
First,
Chicago.
who's gonna score? But and then who's gonna score on Dallas? Paige.
And Paige
You
can
know, yeah. What is
score, but she's
what
not.
is
She don't have to. She's not that type of point guard.
She's not. She's not. She's definitely okay. Who? I guess. I guess yes.
And with will Paige and Haley even mesh together? No, I
I
don't
don't
think they
think so.
will.
I
He's
don't
not?
think that's it.
Haley's not a starting point guard. What are you talking about?
Even still, her coming off the bench.
All right. Yeah. Okay. We'll let y'all finish y'all explanation.
Yeah, I do. I don't see it fitting at all. Like I don't see
Okay,
it fitting statistically. How's the ball gonna move? How's the ball gonna
It's
move?
only one person gonna have the ball on Chicago.
Yeah, only who? Only
Maybe two.
Vansel?
Look, and two.
Wait, so you're
Well,
saying that'll take away passing from
Vanders,
who?
Vandersloot and Enrique together.
Okay.
Enrique's more of a shooter though.
I'm saying though, those
I'm
two
about to say they said the
together.
same thing about Paige and Enrique.
No, because
No, people
Paige.
said that. I just said what people said. I'm just saying what people said.
Yeah, no,
People was
that
so many people was like, "Oh, they're not gonna be able to play together. Paige is gonna stay another year, so she doesn't have to go to." like,
no,
people said a lot.
no.
People say a lot of things.
That's kind of a
That's
take,
how they
but
know they didn't watch
Yep.
Paige play for real.
yeah, they didn't
Oh,
watch her.
absolutely, absolutely. People don't know nothing about Paige's actual game. Y'all want to hear my take on it?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Go ahead, because I know
please.
you agree with it. Just by the smile on your
I
face.
thought it was the only trade conversation I've ever entertained because typically it's just like, please shut up. But that one, yeah. Cool. So y'all said y'all biggest concerns is what scoring for Dallas and passing for Sky, right? Or like y'all just want to know how
Just
it will benefit
overall
each team.
team
I'll just say in general,
chemistry.
yeah.
Team
Instead of one
dynamic,
body.
team
Yeah.
I would
dynamic,
just
chemistry.
okay.
How does
I'll just approach it for how I could see it benefiting each team. So for the Sky, you bring in Enrique, which Enrique thrives at the two. Let's be for real. Yeah, is she a point guard? Yeah, but she's kind of better at the two to me. So now you got a veteran point guard and a veteran two, which we kind of got now with Ariel Atkins, but Enrique's a more aggressive scorer. Now you can slide Ariel to the three and stop trying to figure out who needs to start between Kia Nurse and Beck Allen. So you got Sloop, Rike, Ariel Atkins. That's three scoring threats right there. And now you know how to manage the skyscrapers. You got one big center with Camilla.
Okay.
So for the wings, Paige is already running point. Also, I'll come back to that actually.
See, that's
So
not
Paige,
fair. You already got this stuff written down.
no, I don't. I don't have it written down. I just pulled up right now the stats. That's why I said I'm gonna come back to it. What I just pulled up, I haven't incorporated into my answer yet. So that's why I said actually I'm gonna wait and say that for the end.
Okay, wait, time out,
So for
pause.
Dallas though, you got because right now who they got to pay? They got Maisha Hines Allen. They got Liz at the four, right? No shade to I like them both. I love them both. But now you can put Hines Allen with Tierra at the five. Now you got Angel Reese and Alyssa Smith as your two fours. Come on, man. Like, and also Angel does more than rebound because it's not too many people that she was top 30 averaging.
Of course, she does more than rebound, but I'm saying if you don't have a point guard that can really get her, the ball the way that you need to get her the ball, right? Sometimes it's
Ain't no point now.
now she
You got Paige Beckers. What do we mean?
yeah.
They played together before. Angel Reese and Paige Beckers have played together before for Team USA.
When did they do that?
They was young.
Oh, Team USA when they was some babies.
Yeah, they was young.
Yeah, the
Oh.
17
I've seen some
and
beautiful
up
things from them
team.
too.
Yeah.
And their IQ, I think Angel's IQ is a lot. Is very
Angel's
underrated.
basketball IQ is phenomenal.
Basketball IQ is extremely underrated. So you got two
Yeah.
very smart
Okay, how
on the
about
court
we
people,
revisit
and you got
this?
Dejanay with them.
Yeah.
How
So-
about we revisit this because I need
I know.
to.
Sorry, I was about to say we could cut it off and like have this number. My bad.
No, because I need to look at that deep dive
Yeah.
into it, and I will
And
probably come back
I
with an
thought I
actual
was gonna do that
trade.
before putting up the stats, and then yeah, we can
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Cause yeah, I'm thinking about it on the. I still don't.
I gotta look at. I gotta see it on
I saw the
paper.
message. I was like, boy, whatever. Went to sleep. I woke up and I was like, wait a minute.
First of all, Cardoso about to drop a 20 ball. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell y'all
I know
right now?
that's right. About time.
Valkyrie.
16.
Valkyrie.
Yeah, I know.
I had it on the screen because I
They
was
always
running
do
my mouth about the
that.
hypothetical trades. That's
They always do that. They always do that.
Oh, we gonna have to revisit that because I
yeah,
can't.
my bad.
I can't. Come up with an actual trade. I
Thank you. Yeah, I wanna have a conversation with people who actually know what they're talking about.
I can actually sit and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I thought that was
Let's get the heck up out of
yeah,
here.
my bad.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, we
get
covered
up
everything,
there.
right? Yeah, we covered everything, right?
Yeah, we covered everything. Yeah.
And you don't have to put that whole thing in.
All right. So thank you
Make
guys.
sure y'all drop them comments. Y'all let us know what y'all thoughts are. On this season. Who y'all think gonna be most improved player MVP?
Me.
Let us know what y'all thinking.
Yeah, give us your your early predictions for awards. Any questions y'all got? Any things y'all want us to talk about? You drop them in the comments. We're gonna do our best
Drop
to
'em.
get at that. Yeah, you say you. So now I'm like, we got to give awards out to the independent the independent content creators covering the
Who
Dubs. We
said
got to get that out.
Powder
We
of
got
the
to give
year?
awards out at the end of the year. Yeah,
Oh, we could do Powder of the week. Forget it. Had a listeners vote.
Facts. But definitely send us questions and topics and things like that. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, share Her Game Network on every single platform. We appreciate y'all for listening. Thank you so much. Make
Go
sure.
get your A1s.
Not to go get your A1s. That is crazy work.
Go get your A1s.
This is not a paid advertisement. That is crazy
It's
work.
not paying. She
Asia
paid
is
us to
not
work how
paying
great she
us.
is in basketball.
Look, Asia is not paying us.
Yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah.
Amen.
Make sure y'all tell somebody you love them, hug somebody, love on somebody, spread positivity. Peace.
Peace.